Hello, and welcome to Eden Chapel United Methodist Church. Thoughts from Theophilus, our children's time. Let's see who's coming to visit us today.
Oh my, this is lovely, Pastor John. It's so bright and cheery, just like spring.
Well, hello, Flutterby, and happy Easter. We wanted to dress up the place a little for this special day to celebrate the resurrection of Jesus Christ.
Oh, happy Easter to you, too. It's so wonderful to see all the butterflies. But I thought humans celebrated Easter with eggs and baby bunnies and chicks.
Those things are sometimes added to our Easter celebrations because they remind us of the new life that Jesus gives us through death and resurrection. But I especially like to add butterflies because of their distinct stages of life.
Oh, and here comes a perfect example of butterflies, stage 2. You see, butterflies first start out in an egg and then hatch into a caterpillar, just like Arnold here. Hi, Arnold. Happy Easter. Oh, hi, butterfly. Happy Easter to you, too.
Well, I guess Arnold is pretty hungry. So does he eat the leaves all the time like that? Arnold, how are those leaves?
Well, yes, they're tasty, but you wouldn't happen to have some ranch dressing to perk it up, would you?
Sorry.
That would be perfect.
No, sorry, I don't have any ranch dressing, but feel free to sample any of the other plants in here. So does he always nonstop eat like that, Flutterby?
Oh, that's just part of being a caterpillar. Caterpillars are pretty focused on what they want and need to survive.
Well, you know, people can be like that without Jesus in their life. Sometimes when they are focused on themselves, they end up going down a trail of sin, like lying and stealing and quarreling. And there's also people who do good things, but don't have Jesus in their life. Sadly, they miss out on the joy and peace of a relationship with Him and the hope of eternal life.
Sounds like they could use some change. Like Arnold. His next stage will be to form a chrysalis. When he's done with his caterpillar stage, he will attach himself to a limb or twig and shed his skin one last time to form a chrysalis, which is kind of like a shell. Then a most wondrous thing happens. Once he's encased, his body will start to dissolve into a gooey substance. What? My guts are gonna become goo? That's it. I'm done eating. I'm not going there. Oh, you won't feel a thing, Arnold. And don't worry. Before long, all that goo starts to form into new body parts. And then soon you'll have a whole new butterfly body.
Wow, that sounds amazing for caterpillars. But quite frankly, I'm glad that when people receive new life in Jesus, they change because they have invited His Spirit into their hearts. Their bodies stay the same, but inside they will know that they are always loved and forgiven by God. And they will start to look at things differently and become more God-focused.
I'm starting to look at this chrysalis thing differently. So what happens to us caterpillars next? Well, when the transformation in the chrysalis is complete, they start pushing their way out and emerge with beautiful wings. After their wings firm up, they are free to fly off and explore new places and to find nectar for food. Nectar? I've heard that's delicious. It would be a nice change from leaves. Hey, Pastor John, when people accept Jesus, do they start eating nectar too? I hope there's enough for all of us. People eat a lot.
Oh, don't worry. When people give their lives to Jesus, they still eat pretty much the same food they did before. But their life is much, much, much sweeter. They get to explore life in a new way with true joy and peace and love and hope, and all because they have a new wonderful relationship with God through his Son, Jesus Christ.
Sounds like God has made a way for caterpillars and people to live life to its fullest.
Oh, yes, indeed. That new life is there ready for people to allow Jesus into their hearts, and for caterpillars to have nature transform them into beautiful butterflies.
Hey, Arnold, how about we go outside and I'll show you some cool moves you'll be able to do when you get your wings. You're going to love your new life. Bye, and happy new life this Easter.
Bye, guys. We'll talk to you later. Well, that concludes our thoughts from Theophilus today, and we'll invite you to be at church tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock for live Easter services here at Eden Chapel. Have a good evening, be safe, and stay healthy.